So we backed out. Now we're going back in. It's been 8 hours. Or is that what you were nervous about?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jada, and I'm here in New Zealand with my first chamois. This is my first fallow deer. And I just got my first moose.
Okay.
Well, so far we've had a great trip, Jada and I.
Jada, she got us up on the first 8 points.
We're going down.
This week, Courtney and I are off to Kansas to chase whitetails. Fortunately, I drew a tag, but Courtney did not draw a tag. She was bummed, so I did some research and found Timber Hills Lake Ranch, a 1,500-acre ranch with whitetail, fallow deer, bison that you can hunt. It looked like a perfect place to keep Courtney occupied hunting while I go hunt with Travis Trophy Hunts just around the corner.
Good morning, we're going to Kansas to go deer hunting. It's extremely early in the morning. We drove all night. We're sore, we're tired, and they need to feed us.
Yeah, Kevin, feed us. Gosh.
Hi. Welcome to Timber Hills.
Hey.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Kevin.
Kevin.
This is
I'm
Courtney.
Courtney. Very nice to meet you.
This is our first day here in Kansas, and we're just going for a little ride, trying to get the lay of the land. He's got a couple
1,500
thousand acres,
inside.
and so he's just showing us around. We're kind of sleep deprived, so after we get done doing a little cruise, we'll get something to eat, maybe take a nap, and then we'll be ready for the evening hunt.
With me, starring Courtney.
After a quick tour around the ranch, we got in a quick nap, something to eat, and then we were ready to go out for an evening hunt.
What time with you?
We are out here it's Thursday night. We're out here gonna try to shoot a massive buck.
We get into the stand, and shortly after that, we have our first bucks coming in.
We just saw a decent sized buck from Michigan, not for Kansas. So we're just gonna wait for the next big boy to come out.
We had action most of the night, all small bucks, and then we see one that was worth looking at.
It's a little better.
Stay tuned to see if this is the buck that Courtney decides to shoot. It's Courtney's first night in the stand, and she already has to make a difficult decision on whether she wants to shoot this buck or not.
It's a little better. Oh yeah.
What is he, 3? What is he considered? Like a 150 or something? He's not bad. He has a nice spread.
Courtney decides to pass on this buck in hopes of a bigger one. After the sit, I pack up and head south to meet up with Travis to start my hunt the next morning.
It's our first morning in Kansas, and we're all set up. We saw our first buck already, but long ways out, but looked like a shooter. I mean, over 500 yards, but with binoculars, he looked good. A little chilly, a little damp out here, but it's supposed to be warm back up today and get cold tonight, so hopefully get these deer on their feet. Coming in this morning, we saw them crossing the road, a couple shooters anyhow, so that was encouraging that they were already on their feet chasing does. We'll see what happens here. We're in the spot that Jada shot her buck last year. Last year. Same exact spot. Normally a pretty good area, so Courtney's going hunting this afternoon. We had a long day yesterday, so she'll be heading to her stand, I would guess, around noon, 1 o'clock. So hopefully she does well too. We'll keep you in the loop.
It was a good day in the stand, with lots of movement but no big boys. The next day, both Courtney and I have encounters with nice bucks.
Jack, run. You think we should run it? He's looking at us. He's right coming. Yeah, he's right there on the edge. Careful, he's looking right at us.
Unfortunately, he had a hot doe and he wouldn't come our way. He was a real nice 12 or so that we hoped we would see again.
Where are they?
That night, Courtney had a nice buck come in as well.
My heart was racing. And I couldn't see it close enough to see if it was what I wanted or not. That was, yeah. And he was close too. That would have been perfect, but his spread wasn't big enough. I didn't want him. He wasn't a bad size, but I don't know. And it's getting hard for me to see. I have horrible eyes. Yeah, we'll see if they come out. Get a better look or see if they come out tomorrow morning.
Welcome back. We're in Kansas whitetail hunting and we are getting down to the last few days. We decided to move to a familiar spot that's nestled in an old farmstead that we've been hunting in before. We have deer moving early, and as the sun starts to come up, Austin hears a grunt and then spots a 12 point from earlier in the week coming right to us behind a doe.
He's right behind the last green bin right now. Okay. Draw back. Isn't that same broken one? No, he's not broken. It's a good buck. Yeah. Got him. Got him. Got him. Looks like he was already going down. That's a good buck. It's a little back. But you had to because he had his leg back. He looked like he was falling though. Yeah, I saw him keep going, but I think he's right behind the barn, isn't he? That's a good buck. No way. Well, we were here watching this doe here, and it started. Austin said, "I hear a grunt," and then this doe just took off, which indicates that we probably have a big deer here coming or something coming. And he came right in. I think he was about 24 yards, so I went with it was 22 yards. That's what my rangefinder said. And so I went up just a little bit, and I had to go behind him just a little bit because of the fact that his leg was forward, right? Yeah. So, but he was already wobbling behind the shed right here. So I gotta believe that it smoked him. That's a lot of blood. Can you see that? Look at that. Holy smokes. Look at my fingers. There's no way. That's not guts. No, it's back. Yeah. Well, Travis just got here, and you know, that we're on a good blood trail, and it looks like the way his leg was, it was way forward, no, way back actually on the one side, on the side I was shooting, and I was afraid he was gonna follow that doe, and so I might only have one chance, so I shot, but it's a little ways back. It's more like right back here, but it came right out of his hip, which is where that artery is, because he was angled like this, so it went in like this, came out his hip, and we looked at the footage, and I mean, it's completely out as he was running, the arrow fell out. And we got good blood. He's going into this sort of thicket right here.
This right here, it's a CRP strip for, I don't know, maybe a couple 100 yards, so
yeah.
I would think he's dead right there.
Yeah. And we have rain coming. That's the problem. We'd sit here we'd go to lunch, go to breakfast, and come back if it wasn't for the radar. I looked at the radar.
Well, it shows it's already on us.
Yeah, it should be pouring.
We're the blue dot, so we might be in trouble.
Yeah. Let's get a move on.
The blood wasn't great, and it ended up slowing down. We ended up jumping the buck, so we decided let's go back in, have some lunch, and see what happens. The best thing to do when in doubt is to back out, and that's exactly what we did.
Well, we let this buck lay. We came in here and we found, I think we're bedded. We thought we probably better stay on the blood. We waited an hour and the rain was coming. Normally we wouldn't have at all. Normally we would have just backed right out, but we thought we better check it. Then the rain kind of dissipated, really didn't do much. It's not much at all. We could have probably went right back out of here and not had to worry about it, but Austin saw it bump and just saw it just walk over, so we backed out. Now we're going back in. It's been 8 hours, solid 8 hours since I released this arrow on him. So we should be in good shape. If it's a little far back, I stopped him and his shoulder was way back. And when I released it, I didn't realize how far his shoulder was back. So we'll get in here. We got thermal binoculars, and we've got our eyeballs. So we'll see if we can find it. Well, we got in here, and Travis found the deer on the other side over here. He's 20 yards from it, and he was just bedded there, and he's laying there, but he just laid his head down. We're gonna try to go around. We might have to get another shot.
Before the break, I was walking up on the buck that I had shot earlier, and fortunately I was prepared, and as he lifted his head up, I was able to get on him.
There we go. Get him. Here. I just smoked him again.
Well, here he is, folks. It's been a long day. We started at before daylight this morning, and this buck, Austin heard it grunting. We had a doe in front of us, and the doe took off, and we suspected that there'd be something coming in behind him, and sure enough, Austin was higher than I was, so he could see this deer coming in, and he come charging in, and he was going to go after that doe, and I stopped him. The problem is that he left his one shoulder back, and so all I tried to shoot behind the front shoulder, but it was so far back and he was angled back that it ended up going farther back than what I wanted, and it came out towards the back of his body, so we backed out of there. So when in doubt, we back out.
We knew it was dead. It's just a matter of time.
We knew it would take time, so we got out of there. The problem was it rained today, and so we bumped it, which is, you're not supposed to go after them, but we went just to know where it was going to go, and when it went quite a ways. And what a long day here.
It's been a long one.
It is.
It's been awesome, though.
Yeah. Travis does a great job here. Thanks, Travis.
Yep, you bet, brother. It's been awesome.
Yep. Another buck down here in Kansas with Travis's Trophy Hunt. Another awesome hunt with Travis Trophy Hunts. While we were looking for my buck and going after my buck, Courtney had an encounter with a nice buck that evening as well.
He started heading to the left of us, and he got about 60 yards out, and he got closer to 50 yards, and I just told Eric I'm just gonna go for it. So I lined it up and took a shot, and I'm pretty sure that we got him. Eric said I did, so I'm going off of what Eric said.
They go back to the lodge to review the footage, and they realize that she made a perfect shot. So now they're going back out to get it.
Well, we haven't found the bug, but we're gonna look for the bug. Get her done, tater chip. Long night. We thought we missed him, clear shot, but we got back to the lodge and had some of the other guys, Joe specifically, took a look at the slow footage that Eric had captured, and clearly in the video, once it was on slow-mo, that the arrow hit the deer, it went through and then hit the ground. at first, when we had found it, we found the arrow, there was no blood on it whatsoever. We didn't see any hair on it, and you know, it was kind of a sad moment, definitely, but now it's a joyful moment. We just used, Joe came out here with us, and we used the drone to locate where he was, and we just found him. Super exciting now. So, Big Boy down on Big Boy TV.
Get this guy back down the lodge and go and have a drink.
Yes, thank you, Joe.
You got it.
What an awesome experience and buck for Courtney. That's all the time we have this week, but stay tuned for an amazing hunt next week on Big Boys TV.
There, is that better? So, I'm sure it's a real attractive.
Stop bickering, he's recording.
Did you hear that, folks?